9:04. It's a cold morning this morning. I don't even think... Yeah, I'm not even going to go for a morning swim this morning. It's like... Well, it's only 18 degrees. It's not very cold for anyone that's not Australian, expecting a warm summer. But I do need to put on some lights in here. It's dark and grey, and that's kind of miserable. And it's not what I'm hoping for in the summer. This is like, what is it, the 31st of January, the last day of January? I was going to say the last day of summer. Not the last day of summer at all. Shh. Can you hear this? Hear that? I'm going to get a little closer each time. Not the lawnmower in the background. That. Forget the lawnmower. Hear that? I'll get even closer. My camera is right next to it. Did you hear that? All right, enough suspense. I've got myself a home-brew. And that's the bubbling noise you were hearing. So this is my first Culburra Beach brew. I'm gonna brew it here. I'm going to do all the cleaning of the bottles here because I don't use a bathtub. I'm a 42-year-old man. Why would I need a bathtub for homebrew? Now that is a Pilsner. It's a Cooper's Pilsner. It's going to be lovely. It's been bubbling there for 2 days. I'm not going to continue to show you the process or anything because I've done that on a previous vlog. If you want to see that, right there's your answer. But I was watching the Hey We're Talking Boys. Actually, I was watching this episode. This is a different episode altogether. Look who's on the channel there. How are you doing on their channel? That's cool. He swapped over. That's great to have an extra guest. And I'm pretty sure Danny Black's been on the Hey We're Talking channel plenty of times. But what I was going to say is, before on their channel, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were talking about an alternative to this method of home brewing. You know, you've got your big canister there sitting there, then you've also got, I've got down here ready to roll with empty bottles and a capper and all that hoo-ha. Now that's home brew. That's how traditionally home brew beer's been made. But the Hey We're Talking Boys were discussing a product called the Pico Brew or Pico Brew, and this is this guy here. It's basically a self-contained kitchen top brew system, which sounds amazing and incredible. Comes in 3 different formats: Pico Pro, Pico C, and Zymatic. Now, this does definitely sound amazing, and I watched their entire episode and I studied it, and I then went and did some research. The only thing I've got against these Pico brews is the amount of output of beer that they give for what you do. Now, the cheapest Pico brew was the one on this side. I can't recall what the name was, but that only gives you 5 litres of beer. The maximum gives you double that, 10 litres, and that's the Zymatic. So yeah, sorry, the Pico Pro, Pico Plus, Pico C, and Zymatic. And this guy gives you 10 litres of beer, whereas this guy in here gives me 30 litres. So, not cheap either. Pico Plus, Pico Pro, $800 US. So